Thanks for tuning in to Bourbon Drop. I'm your host Myron. Today we've got Heaven's Door. This expression is a double-barreled whiskey. I came across it strolling through the ABC store. It happens to be on the allocated list. There were still tons of bottles there days after. So let's get into it. Bottom drop, bottom drop, bottom drop. I did some reading on this thing. What they do is they have 3 different bourbons. Well, I won't say bourbons. It's kind of like a Boo Rye or Burr Rye if you want to go there. It is 2 different bourbons, typical bourbon mash bill that they source from Tennessee, and then they also get a rye. So then they let those barrels mature for 6 years before blending all of those barrels together and then putting those barrels in a freshly charred new oak American barrel, giving it that double barreled flavor that we all come to love. So they do that for 1 more year. So this thing is actually 7 years old at $49.99, 7-year-old product. I cracked it just to make sure I wanted to do a review of it, and you see where it's at. It's right below the shoulder. That should tell you a little bit about what we're about to get into. So let me pour up some, we'll get into the nose, and then we'll get into the palate. Like I said before, I wasn't all that impressed by the Heaven's Door store pick. I saw it a couple times. Heaven's Door, they have some of the coolest bottles on the market. If you can see the HD, I mean, that is one heck of a cork. The bottle design, it even has Heaven's Door embossed on the side. They did a good job. A lot of times when you go into a liquor store or ABC, you don't know much about the bourbon that's in a bottle. So what attracts you to the bourbon that's in the bottle? The bottle. So that bottle attracted me to it. I was looking for something different, looking for something new. I did kind of hear some wishy-washy things about the Heaven's Door, but I figured why not just give it a try, see what it's all about. I'm a sucker for store picks. They had a store pick, give it a try. Let's get into the nose of the double barrel. It's so light and bright. It is like berries and honey. You could say strawberries, you could definitely say cherries, but it's like berries and honey. It's light. It doesn't have a tea note. Normally when I get honey, I'll get a little bit of a tea note too, but it is just so bright. A little bit of salted caramel popcorn. And that's pretty much it for right now. Let me get into the palate, see where we go from there. It's a sweet corn. It's a nice honey, a touch of graham cracker that comes across. It finishes with leather, no char. A touch of drying oak. It's not heavy. And if they do source it from Tennessee, there's a good chance that they source it from Dickel. I am picking up not the mineral notes, so don't be turned off. When I sip Dickel, it tends to have this sunflower seed note. So that the nuttiness in this one is more of a sunflower seed as opposed to Heaven Hill or Knob Creek, well, Jim Beam products that people say they get that peanut nuttiness out of. To me, out of the gate, this is the star of the show. Let's get into the breakdown. Would I pay over retail for Heaven's Door? At this point, I couldn't see myself paying over retail for Heaven's Door. This right here, I pay less for the double barrel than I did for the single barrel store pick. And this is a much better product. I actually paid somewhere about either $20 more or $40 more. It was something like that. Would I give it to a new bourbon drinker? I think at 100 proof, it is just the right proof. It goes down easy. It is pretty smooth. All of the sweet notes that come across the palate with the cherry, the honey, the berries, the brightness. I think a new bourbon drinker would really enjoy the 100 proof double barrel whiskey that Heaven Door puts out. Will I always keep a bottle on the bar? I do think that it's good, but I don't think I'll always keep a bottle on the bar. It's good, but at 50 bucks, there are plenty of options out there for me to keep on the bar. This right here, it offers good flavor notes. It does have some very good brightness to it. It has some good honey to it, but it is not something that I'm running out and chasing. You know me, I love those caramel, brown sugar, burnt butter flavors that come in a good bourbon. This offers much more lighter, brighter, sweeter, fruitier notes, honey notes, and those are great, but this is not something that I can always see myself running to. So I wouldn't say that I would always keep a bottle on the bar. If I ran out and I needed to get another one and I couldn't, would it break my heart? No. I'm not gonna run out and seek another one to put on the bar. So with that being said, let the whiskey flow. Never run out unless you're headed to a drop. Till next time.